May is Stroke Awareness Month, aimed at addressing the warning signs of a stroke and treatments available to reduce what is the fourth leading cause of death in the United States. Joining me now is Dr. Qasim Qureshi with Trinity Health. Thank you, doctor, for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
So let's just first talk about, the signs of a stroke. What should people be looking for?
Absolutely. Stroke signs happen suddenly, and we have a little bit of a mnemonic to kind of help us remember stroke signs, which is B, fast. The B stands for balance, so sudden difficulties with balance. The E stands for eyes, so any sudden difficulty or loss of vision. The F stands for face, so any facial droop. The A stands for arm, so any weakness in your arm or your leg. The S stands for speech, so any sudden difficulty with your speech. And the T in that mnemonic stands for time, which means it's time to call 911.
Talk about the importance, of how it is to get treatment as quickly as possible, the difference that makes, right?
Absolutely. It's huge to get into the emergency room right away when you're having any of those stroke symptoms. A stroke is a medical emergency. The brain is a very sensitive organ, and it really needs blood and oxygen for it to function well. And a stroke happens when blood and oxygen are shut off. And every minute that the brain goes without oxygen, it loses about 1 million brain cells. So the faster you get into the emergency room, the faster we can get you some treatment to try to help stop that stroke, to try to help blood get back into the brain and minimize any long-term damage you may get.
And doctor, there are new guidelines regarding stroke released this year, right? Talk about those.
Absolutely. So there's, as you mentioned, stroke is one of the leading causes of disability in the United States and the world. So there's a ton of research that goes into it. Every few years, experts bring all this research together and put out new guidelines on how we should be treating strokes. And the new guidelines push the boundaries. They incorporate new technology that we have. So now we are able to detect certain patients who maybe we can treat outside of those first few hours by getting some advanced imaging on their brains. And it really makes more patients eligible for clot-busting treatments, which are one of the main treatments that we can give patients who are having a stroke. It's a medication that goes in through the IV and helps dissolve any blood clots that may be causing a stroke.
And right now, how can people assess their stroke risk?
Yeah, so there's some online calculators. So the American Stroke Association has some calculators online that you can Google. But many strokes are due to underlying medical problems. So people who may have high blood pressure or diabetes, and people who may have sleep apnea or overweight, those people are at greater risk of stroke. And so that's why it's so important to take care of those underlying medical conditions if you are somebody who unfortunately suffers from one of them.
Dr. Qureshi, is there anything else that you want people at home to know right now?
Yeah, I really want to stress the importance of recognizing those stroke symptoms I mentioned and getting into the ER as quickly as possible. Don't waste time. Pick up the phone and call 911. We may have so many advances in stroke and how we can image stroke and how we can treat stroke. But one of the biggest challenges we face is when patients come to us too late. And I unfortunately have many patients every week who come to me 5-6 hours into their stroke symptoms, and it's just too late to treat the stroke at that point. So recognize those stroke symptoms. The sooner you get into us, the better, the more we can do for you to help try to stop that stroke.
Okay, Dr. Qureshi with Trinity Health, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Very helpful. Blake?
Thank you.